Influenced by Mike with every city reveal. I'll go payback, fucking down the bill. Remain calm as the pressure builds. Got the indoor seal. I let this pump whistle at my folks memory and in the deal. I only live to do my master's will. It's U.P.K, motherfuckers. Ain't no cowards on the battlefield. God is straight for made greater. In my turn, left to my mistakes. Every error was a lesson learned. Now I don't fool, let's get it through. Don't take a step till they get confirmed. All it takes was made for our sakes. March like a day, one step will make the ground shake. My people sick in their head, Lord, let this truth spread like an outbreak. Bring hell and them dragons can't escape. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Someone pay that for the scars in the slave memoir. The break the ride, I can't let it slide.
If you could, brother, you can move the hat while you're inside, because we can't have our head covered.
It's like a death, nigga, you decide. Heaven was made for me and my fellow. I'm patiently wait with my eyes on the stereo. And I pull the trigger while my lips kiss the barrel. Before I ever let a white bitch do me like Othello. I want out this freaking life like Romero. By any means, this devil pulling strings like a pedal. They hold on this brotherhood. I swear I never let go. And fuck that silver spoon, got too much love for the devil. It's so set for me, I die for the cause. Just in his angels of love. And I'm true by every word I say. Cause I know my victory on the way. Nigga, walk this way. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. My body go hard and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so good? It's real, I be walking with your neighbors. Hard like that, it's hard, but I can't give up. My body go hard and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so good? You make me I can't touch. Can't do it in clutch. They hate but they can't doubt. Be friends instead of power. What you know about evil all around. But a nigga straight, I told you I can't be touched. Only angels walk at my place. And I'm grateful for the words that had me to live. I'm hungry for the glory, but I ain't eating till I feed my lips. World West, what I die for. Attire out the book of numbers, this rifle from the Archangel Michael. My niggas rebels, you can't deny them. It's one floating flow. I be running to and fro with the YAHANNA. My UPK soldiers ain't no folding, no pretending. We ain't in for the crowns, fuck friends, we walk the ring. In the election ascension, I hold my back and true. Give a damn what a bitch think. As long as my niggas know I'm true. We stranger kind to get success. We make it through the eye of the steel nigga. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. My body go hard and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so good? It's real, I be walking with your neighbors. Like that, it's hard, but I can't give up. My body go hard and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so good? It's real, I be walking with your neighbors. Why can't you touch?
Baby, mama say you ain't changing, really you want it. Didn't you ever shit you ain't really you want it. Don't can't deny it, really you want it. Yeah, I keep on my time with you, really you want it. You want it, you want it, you want it, you want it, you want it. You brought it. They had a plan up for you and me. They put dope in our community. Had it plotted out to ruin our seed. Fucking up the unity. I made a girl on the north side used to keep it, but I don't do this shit usually. Her daddy was a crack thing, mama wasn't there. I done seen what it could do to me. Meanwhile, house on the real estate, new car on the interstate. From the pulpit, money going into play every Sunday. Nigga, bitch, got a jet off the shores of the Pompeii, off the runway. But the people still hungry, dying by the good place, by the one way. To those that were born there, families destroyed and got torn there. The crack epidemic, It's chemical warfare. Raised on a black household by the CIA. They admitted in a 400-page document that they brought it by the polo many days. Hey, how do I speak on it? I gotta put the heat on it. There's something wrong with the city. If you get it, you can better put the leash on it. Everybody from the high school to lost about 300. The way they treat us not cool. Everybody wants to sleep on us. They been mama say you ain't changed. Say you wrong. You just ain't changed. You wrong. Man, okay, deny it. Say you wrong. Yeah, like you for a time. Say you wrong. You wrong, Lord. You wrong. You wrong, Lord. You wrong, Lord. You wrong, Lord. You wrong. Imagine.
Shalom. It's Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. It's Precinct Officer YAHANNA. This is the Wednesday law class. As usual, every Wednesday we bring you everything, or any and everything surrounding the law according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And today will be no different. I want to make sure I get a sound check on Facebook and YouTube. Type 1 in the chat if everything is toward. If you can hear me just fine, type 1 in the chat. Give me 1 second. Ron, give me Hosea 4 and 6. 1 second. This volume taken care of. Make sure everybody put your phones on mute. Is there any questions in the room? No. All right, don't sweat. Any questions? That's fine.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
It say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Now, what we got to understand, you know what I'm saying, is, you know, when you coming into this truth, you know, and we talk about this a lot about coming into the truth or being new to the truth. You got to understand you're going to be faced with a lot of challenges. Last week, if you tuned in last week, we talked about, let me get this. Let me get this out to the side a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you tuned in last week, and what we talked about was fear and the love of the Lord and things surrounding that of that nature. You know what I'm saying? When you come into the truth or you new to this, you know it's gonna be a lot of different. It's two things you're gonna encounter: blessings or trials. You know what I'm saying? And when you face these trials, you gotta understand and how to deal with them and be firm on, you know what I'm saying, what you believe in. Like if you say you in this truth, you love the Lord, you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you're not gonna let anything get in your way. You're not gonna let anything stop you. You know what I'm saying? Which brings me to the subject of fear. We are, you know, fear, we talked about last week, is a tool that Satan uses to turn you against the Most High. Fear doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I'm scared of this person or I'm scared of bugs. It's not necessarily always a physical thing or a carnal thing. It's more so, okay, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. So therefore, if Christ came back right now, I wouldn't be ready. I'm afraid of the end of the world happening. I'm afraid of World War III. I'm afraid, like that fear. And that fear, what happens is you only experiencing that fear is because you're not living according to how the Lord wants you to live. You understand? You are out here breaking these laws, statutes, commandments. Therefore, you are being tormented by this fear. You are scared to death of the sky cracking open and Christ coming back because you out here sinning. But guess what? What's the only solution to fixing that? What's the only solution to fixing that? Go ahead. You got to speak. What other microphone at? if you could, real quick, troop around. It's okay, brother. He'll get it real quick. Do we got two of them or we just got one? All right, so if I could, you pass that around for the class or whatnot. After you speaking, and make sure you turn it off because it'll have like some extra feedback.
Follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right, that is the only solution to your fears. You follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, guess what? You're not gonna have nothing to worry about. You're not gonna, because why? We went over last week. Go ahead.
Because you'll have courage.
You have courage, but why would you have that courage? Go ahead, your pa. Lie. That's not what I'm looking for. Go ahead, Ron.
Because you have the spirit of the Lord on
You have that was it, but I want to be more direct. You have the spirit of the Lord on you, but the Lord will be what?
you. The Lord will be with you.
Damn right. You understand what I'm saying? That's the whole point of you having that fear. You had that fear because you know the Lord ain't with you. You know what I'm saying? If you know the Lord with you, what can you fear? Right? You understand? So it says our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like when you come into this truth, you're gonna we got. I used to smoke. I used to smoke weed, smoke cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Do all types of wickedness. You come into this truth, you're gonna be tested. You're gonna be tempted. You're gonna have people. You know what I'm saying? Yo, like the main obstacle that we face when coming into the truth is our family. That's our main. That's the main stumbling block we come across. Because why? All our lives we want to do what's best for them. We want to make them happy, or we want to please. Like it's all about what people may think of me, how they may see me, how they may look at me. You got to understand something. When you come into this truth, you could have been anything else. You could have been atheist. You could have been an atheist. I mean, how crazy is that? You could have been a complete atheist, and guess what? Your family's still gonna accept you and love you. You could be a homosexual. Your family gonna accept you and love you. You could be a Muslim. You could be a Christian or whatever denomination. You know what I'm saying? But you come into the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, your family is gonna hate you. It's either one or two things. Either they gonna hate you or they gonna get in the truth with you. It's just one of them two things, and it's usually not the latter. You know what I'm saying? It's usually the first one. It's usually they gonna hate you. They're gonna say you in the cult. You in the cult. Give me some. I know y'all. Some of y'all give me some of those things that they say. Go ahead. You don't know. Go ahead, Alexis. Give me something that family members say when they see you in this truth, and I ask you became Commander General YAHANNA. Give me something that they say what you dealing with. Talking to the mic. That you're changing. That's a good one. And you know what? And what's so heavy about the fact that they say that you're changing, like that's when you know you didn't cross that threshold. Because if they don't see a change in you, then you ain't in the truth. Because you're still doing the same wickedness of the world. You understand what I'm saying? Like if they say you changing, then that's what you want to hear. You ain't doing it right unless they say that for sure. But so they changing, you in a cult, what else? That you've been brainwashed. That's a good one. Y'all come up with some excellent things that family members say. And guess what? As soon as you hear these things, if you're weak, guess what? Or if you're in fear, you're going, you know what? They right. I'm being brainwashed. You know what? These people, they controlling. You got something you want to say? Go ahead.
Sometimes they disown you.
Of course. Because why?
Because like sometimes you would say that you're not my family, so they just feel like then you're not our part of our family.
Right. Well, what it is once they start inviting you to these family functions like Thanksgiving, Christmas, so-called Christmas, these holidays, and you get to telling them, well, I don't celebrate these things no more. Don't wish me happy birthday. I don't celebrate that no more. Now all of a sudden, like, you changing, you acting different. You in the cult. They brainwashing you. You don't even want to spend time with the family no more. But in all reality, you have no problem spending time with the family. It ain't got nothing to do with spending time with the family because we can spend time anytime, any day. It's 365 days on a regular year, 366 on a leap year. We can spend any day together, obviously when you ain't busy. but you want to choose to spend time on the holiday, on a so-called white man holiday. Yeah, get a brother microphone. He got something he want to say.
It's funny that you say that because before you even join, your family still turned against you.
Right.
Because I had mentioned to my family that I was thinking about
if you could
joining. And I hadn't been eating pork and stuff like that.
Right.
And I wasn't even invited to Thanksgiving.
Right. They don't even want you around.
Well, they I changed and they feel that because I don't recognize holidays. They think I'm like satanic.
Right. Yeah, and you know what? That is heavy that you say that because that lets you know how wicked they are.
Yeah.
You doing what the Bible say, and they think you being satanic or you being wicked. Like,
well, they think that I just turned against the family and everything that was taught.
Right.
It's more of a tradition.
Right.
And when you walk away from it, man, it's pretty bad. Man.
Well, you know, like that's the whole point of read Hosea 4:6 again.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
You see that? They are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They don't understand that these so-called holidays that they celebrate and that they claim is just for a family tradition. They don't understand the origins of these so-called holidays. They don't understand that when you have a culture, a set culture, like you're going to make a Chinese man, like do you think a Chinese man is going to take on a culture that's not his when he grew up on a certain culture, this man grew up eating noodles and chopsticks all his life, and you trying to hand him a fork. You understand what I'm saying? He gonna look at you crazy like that ain't, you know what I'm saying? He gonna get to speaking that stuff, his language, and he gonna tell you that you crazy in his language. You know what I'm saying? Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. We are from the 12 tribes of Israel. Our forefather is Israel, which was Jacob, but his name was changed. You understand what I'm saying? That's who we take on. We take on the customs of our people. We're Israelites. We ain't no Chinese. We ain't no American. It ain't no such thing as African American. You know what I'm saying? Like we always use the analogy. Okay, if you was on a cruise ship, your mama was on a cruise ship and she gave birth on the cruise ship and y'all somewhere out in the Pacific Ocean. So what are you now? Are you a cruise ship Pacific Ocean or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your nationality then? You ain't born on American soil. You born in international waters. So, like, what is your nationality then? Oh, they try to say, well, whatever land you closest to. That's just it's just stupid. You understand what I'm saying? That lets you know it ain't about where you born at. It's about where your bloodline comes from. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're from. No different from, I was born and raised in Dead End out here in South Park. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I be all over. Am I gonna say if I was born and raised in Dead End all the way up until the age of whatever, and then I moved to Atlanta, am I gonna say I'm from Atlanta? No. You know what I'm saying? Where am I from? I'm from South Park, Houston, Texas. Wherever I go, that's where I'm from. It ain't like, and it ain't about necessarily where you born at though. It's about where you from. So okay, for example, my people, my mom and daddy from South Park or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, I was born on the north side, or I was born in just like, okay, for example, you born in the hospital. You're not even born in your neighborhood. You born in the hospital. Are you from the hospital? You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, it's not where your mother gave birth to you at. It's where you from, where your roots come from, and our roots come from Israel. You understand what I'm saying? We are from the 12 tribes of Israel. And another thing is, why wouldn't you want to embrace that? Like the Lord says in Deuteronomy 7:6 that we are a special people unto Him, that we are a holy people unto the Lord, a special people to Him, that He has made us special to Him above all nations. So why in the hell would we want to be anything else? Like that's like you make it to D1 college, but you decide to just play high school ball. Like you get scholarships to play D. You get accepted to go to the NBA, but you just want to go to the D League. You a number one draft choice, but you say I'm just gonna settle for the D League. You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't make sense. It don't make sense at all because all the benefits gonna come from you signing an NBA contract. So our benefits come from being these people. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? In order to receive these benefits, what do we have to do? Go ahead, you pal.
Follow the law, statutes, commandments.
You gotta. It's fine. Speak up.
Follow the law, statutes, and
You gotta follow the law, statutes, commandments. That's how you get the benefits of, you know, being Israelite. Because guess what? Right now, you know, we at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? We at the bottom. Check out and see what that light is, around. We at the bottom right now. You know what I'm saying? Which I have people believing that, you know, oh, we destined to, you know, this is who we are as a people because we at the bottom. Nah, this ain't, we at the bottom because we messed up. We chose not to follow the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible. So therefore, we're gonna be that's why we're going through this poverty. That's why we're going through the curses. That's why we're going through all these things that we're going through, because we don't want to keep the law. So in order to, you know, come up out of this hell and be able to rule again, we got to follow the law, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? But our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You know, now I said that to say this. You coming into this truth, you got to understand that you're going to go through obstacles. It's not going to be no smooth ride. I don't know what, you know, like this walk is meant to be rough because it's not for everybody. You know, Satan works for the Lord. He ain't no enemy to the Lord. He ain't like, he say con out of one, con to the Most High. You know, he ain't who can be an enemy to the Lord? Like, what I mean by that is, who can be a continual enemy? Like, the Lord gonna crush all his enemies. Like, he's the Most High. You understand? So it is like oxymoron to believe that Satan is the Most High's enemy. When every time Satan did what he did in the Bible, what did he do? What did he do first before he made any move? What did he do first? Go ahead.
He checked with the Most High.
He asked for permission. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man, I see that your servant Job, you know, he seems like an upright and, you know, upstanding guy, you know what I'm saying, in your favor. Let me go see what he about. Let me go test him. Let me put him through all these different, you know, trials and see if he really about that. It's no different from us in this truth. Satan gonna go to the Most High. Salakia, sir. I see YAHANNA now, man. You know, he looking pretty strong. You know, he almost a 500 now. He done came a long way. But I'm gonna see if I can find some weak points in now. I'm gonna send some. Let me put a demon on his rib. Let me see let's see how he react to that. Let's see if he gonna fold under pressure, or I'm just gonna face him with all these different tasks and obstacles. And that don't and I want everybody to know that don't reflect necessarily what's going on in my life. I'm just using myself as an example because I don't want to use nobody else. But we all get tested in these ways. You know what I'm saying? And your rib is gonna be the first way. You're gonna, like, not the first way, but it's gonna be the easiest way to test you. Why is that? Because the Bible say you want to answer? Go ahead. Speaking to the mic.
The woman is the weaker vessel. Because
the woman is the weaker vessel. So guess what? Satan is gonna go straight to her. You know what I'm saying? Satan gonna be like, man, go ahead and do. You ain't got to answer to him. You ain't got to ask. You got to ask him for permission to do that. You ain't got to ask him. Don't do that. You ain't got to ask. Do what you want to do. Do as thou wilt. You understand what I'm saying? And then guess what? She gonna be trying to fight it. Oh, I don't want to do it. I know the consequences. And then guess what? Guess what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Oh, eventually it's gonna get to her. Eventually it's gonna get to her. You know what I'm saying? And then what? She gonna come at you, and next thing you know, she doing all that behind your back. And then guess what? You know what I'm saying? Eventually here she come. She gonna be a full-fledged demon. It's gonna start off as a little Charmander, and then next thing you know, it's a full-fledged Charizard in your house. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how Satan works. He worked like that, and that's how he moved, and he's supposed to move like that. The Lord allows him to move like that and gives him permission to do that. Why? Can anybody tell me why? Want to give Ron? Let me get Triple Ron.
Because Satan's job is to try to get us to turn away from doing the Most High's will.
Right. He want to see if you really one West till they bury me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna be like, man, I don't know, man. How about I say he one West? Let me see when his rib get to acting up. Let's see if he still go teach this class tonight. Let's see if he go, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna put a spirit on his boss man to make him slave. Let's see if he gonna fold under pressure. Let's see if he gonna ever go back out there to camp again. Let me, you know what I'm saying? You know what? Man, yeah, he ain't really about that. He gonna go to the Most High like, yeah, I told you he wasn't about that. Soon as Habana fold under pressure, man, I told you. But see, Habana ain't gonna fold under pressure. Habana gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just me. It is what it is. Because I know, you know, I know what I've sacrificed to get to this point. And I know where I was in the world. I know what I've done in the world. You know what I'm saying? I know how wicked it was. Like, when I was doing it, I didn't really see nothing wrong with it. I was like, man, you know, this just, I'm a product of my environment. Now that I'm in the truth, man, I started reflecting back like, dang, good night. I was like, I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But that just go to show you, like, I know if I ain't got, like, that's all I got is the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's like most of us. We come into the truth. How we gonna go back into, like, okay, Officer Malakwat had made a crucial point where he said, you know, yeah, your family is gonna accept you back, but not before they get on your ass, not before they roast you. Like, you were just saying you was one West and they bury you. What happened? Ooh, like you gonna be like, you gonna go back to them, you gonna be all, man, you know, I ain't the people I was with, you know what I'm saying? I ain't with them no more. So you eating pork now again? Ooh, you eating pork again? Oh, you smoking that weed? Man, they hit the blunt, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get on you. And then they gonna welcome you with open arms. Because Satan already knew from the jump you was weak. He seen weak links in you already. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that. You gotta be strong. And we got to understand. So our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Your family, the same people that's going to try to pull you back in the world, they destroyed. You got the knowledge. You understand who you are as a people. You understand your culture. You understand how the Lord feel about you and how he feel about your enemies. You already know this. You got the basics. You Israelite 101 starter kit. You in there. You understand what I'm saying? But guess what? You going to have your family pulling and tugging. Man, come on, man. You in a cult. You know what I'm saying? Especially these sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Satan gonna go to the weaker vessel. The family gonna get to the sisters. Like, you really gonna leave? You gonna choose them over me? I've been here all your life. I've been babysitting for you. I've been doing this. When you didn't have nobody, who you called? You called me. You ain't called them. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get, and you gonna get to thinking. You gonna be like, hey, you know what? They right. She right. He right. They right. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you tell your husband, I can't do it, baby. I mean, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's supposed to happen. And he should be like, no sweat. Most High in Christ then. And he should not let nothing stop him from being in this truth. And it should be vice versa. And if it happened vice versa, I'm not saying it just happened to the woman, but just like, you know, the scripture where it says the man is, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the precept? You got the precept where it say the woman is covered by the man and vice versa. If one be in the truth and be with a non-believer, what's that precept? You know what I'm saying? It's vice versa. I'm not just picking on the women, but I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta kind of let you ladies, you know what I'm saying? I gotta put it out there, man, because it is what it is. I mean, you gotta be stronger. Like, y'all gotta try even harder to be stronger because y'all the weaker vessel. But guess what? If you're doing everything that your head is telling you and doing it in that order, how he said, you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? That's your first and foremost order of rule of thumb. Do what your head say do. You do that, you're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? You don't even need to know the blueprint of how to get around. Just listen to him. So that's how I go. If you got the precept, 1 Corinthians what? Read it. 11:3. Read it for me.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for if the man is if he be with a non-believer or she be with a non-believer. You know what I'm talking about? Taking a while. No sweat. But we're gonna get to that. Give me in the meantime, give me 1 Corinthians 8 and 7. Because you know what we gotta understand is you're gonna be faced with many different obstacles, but it's up to you. And also, don't be that stumbling block either. Don't be that person that's gonna like if you do somehow be persuaded by a demon to not carry on in this truth, you don't be that brother that's gonna pull your brother that's trying to do righteous out of this truth. You don't. That ain't how you know. That ain't how it works. Yeah, give me 1 Corinthians 8 and 7.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 8, verse 7. Howbeit, there is not in every man that knowledge, for some with conscience of the idol unto this hour eat it as a thing offered unto an idol.
Right.
And their conscience being weak is defiled.
So this is talking about, you know, like Officer Tazadak went over this. This is talking about like what's coming up next week. What we got coming up next week? Go ahead. So-called Christmas, right? So, I mean, good night. You understand? Read this verse again, because this is describing, you know, what I'm saying about how these family members is going to use these holidays to try to get you to, you know what I'm saying, sin against the Most High. Read it.
1 Corinthians 8 and 7. Howbeit, there is not in every man that knowledge.
Howbeit, there is not in every man that knowledge. Meaning, like, so you don't know this? Like, how you don't know this? Keep going.
For some with conscience of the idol until the hour eat it as that Salakia.
No sweat.
For some with conscience of the idol until this hour eat it as a thing offered unto an idol.
Right. Hold on. Read that part again. One more time.
For some with conscience of the idol.
Hold on. It's a for some with conscience of the idol. Now, did you know that during these so-called holidays, remember I started speaking on family, saying it's really a family tradition, but they don't understand, they don't even know the origins of where this so-called holiday come from. You do know that most, if not all of these so-called holidays come from a pagan background where they were actually doing things, making sacrifices unto their gods. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got to understand we have a God. Our God is the living God, which is the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? That's a Yahweh. That's our God. Let these other people have their gods. If they want to worship a cup, if they want to worship a microphone, if they want to worship money, if they want to worship fame, whatever they want, let these people have their own God. You serve your God. You want to go, like, so just because it's been watered down and they changed the meaning of it in your eyes, that don't mean you not doing the same thing that these same people that was doing this pagan worship, doing to make sacrifices for their gods, you doing the same exact thing, just under a different name and different like repertoire. It's the same thing. So if you know this, you have this conscience. Why you do it? Oh, it's for the kids. Man, you just doing it because you want to be wicked. Don't use the kids. Because guess what? If you're gonna blame it on the kids, and that's how wicked you are too. You're gonna blame it on the kids. Kids don't know what's going on. You taught them about this day. They just know all of a sudden you've been doing this for so long, so they expect it. But guess what? It's so easy to break. I'm a living witness of it. It's easy to break. How you break it? Just throughout the year when they do good. Just give them, oh, you wanted that? Instead of giving him the PS4 for Christmas, guess what? He can get the PS4 for the summer. All he got to do is just pass, you promote it. Oh, you made it? Oh, okay, no sweat. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you wanted them new J's? No sweat. I tell you what, on your next report card, bring me straight A's. I got you. That's how you do it. You get them what they want. First of all, you get them what they need. then you get them what they want throughout the year at any time. It could be just put certain, like I'm not gonna tell nobody how to run their household, but everybody got a certain way how they want to do things. But all I know is you don't need to be doing it on no damn so-called holiday. You can do it any other day. If you want to give it to them December 1st, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And don't put it in no damn gift wrapping. Don't be trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just give it to them, man. Ain't no such thing as no damn Santa Claus. And don't let this school, you know what I'm saying? I don't even mind them going to no school plays. They just gonna be absent that day. I know, hey, I ain't gotta worry about it. I know they ain't skipping school. I know that's gonna be on the report card. They absent, okay, I can count for them 2 days. No school play, no after party, no none of that. No snowman building, none of that. Because we don't do that. I don't want the Lord is not the author of confusion. And neither am I in my household. Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
But to the rest speak. Salaki. But to the rest speak I, not the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
If any brother have a wife that believeth not.
So this is for, like, you know, you in this truth, right? And you got your wife, you got your real. And she ain't feeling this stuff. Oh, no, you in the cold. I ain't believing that. I'm going to eat my pork. I'm going to keep going to church. I love the church. It make me feel good. Pastor probably on the download, like, all up her dress. On the cool. You know what I'm saying? That's why she want to keep going back. But, you know, the Lord will reveal all in time. Don't worry. That's right. But the point is, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep, you know what I'm saying, going to Reverend Pope Chop. Keep going.
And she be pleased to dwell with him.
Now, she don't believe what you believe. She don't believe in that. She want to continue eating that pork because it's just so good till she can't put it down. She can't stop smoking the weed. Now you telling her you got to go outside and smoke, man. You can't, don't bring that around me. You can't smoke that in here. All right, well, I'm still gonna smoke. All right, no sweat. Just don't bring that around me. So she gonna listen to him. She gonna say, okay, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But she ain't pleased. She don't believe what he believe, but she's still pleased to be with. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you know, he gonna do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
She's still loyal.
Right. She's still loyal to him. You know what I'm saying? He a good brother. She know that he a dime a dozen. Like, ain't no way I'm gonna find another man like this. So I don't believe what he believes, but I'd be damned if I lose my man. You know what I'm saying? So she like, okay, she's still pleased to be with him. Keep going.
Come. Let him not put her away.
Let him what?
Let him not put her away.
That's your wife, no matter what. You can't put her away. You just keep doing you. And why is it saying that? Keep going though. We're gonna get to it. Keep going.
Come. Verse 13. Mm-hmm. And the woman which has a husband that believeth not.
So just in case for the sisters out there think, you know, I'm just getting on them, it's vice versa. The same rules apply to them too. Because we got some strong sisters in this truth. You know what I'm saying? And they may have a man at home that might not want to, you know, full on like take on her culture, take on his culture too. But you know what I mean? Take on the beliefs that she believes. But guess what? He got a wife that is a Ruby on the cool. And he like, man, you know, I'd be damned. I ain't gonna go nowhere because I just couldn't stand to see her with, you know, get a you know what I'm saying, another man or whatever the case is. And he don't want to leave her. No sweat. Keep going.
Come. And if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him.
Let her what?
Let her not leave him.
She can't leave him either. I mean, that's your husband, sis. That's your husband. You can't, hey, what you gonna do? You can't go, I mean, it's only one way possible that he could not be your husband no more. And if you in this truth, you know that ain't happening. It's that simple. If he ain't leaving on his own, then that's your husband, period. But why is it saying that? Keep going though.
Come. Verse 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were you children unclean, but now are they holy.
Now, why is it saying? Why is it saying for you to be sanctified by the wife and the wife to be sanctified by the husband? Why is it saying if he be pleased, even though he don't believe, he probably at home like, man, I don't know. Hey, man, you in that coat, man, I don't believe that. But he don't want to go nowhere because he know that's a good woman. She don't want to go nowhere because she know that's a good man. Why is it saying, like, don't leave him? Don't leave him. Like, why is it saying that? And then you be sanctified. Why is it saying that? Anybody want to give it a shot? You know ain't no wrong answers. Go ahead.
Because the Lord is with the person that is in the truth.
Yeah, that's true, but, well, yeah, that's true. If they're keeping the law, statutes, commandments, we know that. But it's actually more, it's more straight to the point than that. Why would it say, it's really practical. You know, it's Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. So it's really a practical thing. If I'm in the truth and my wife a non-believer and I'm going hard, full-fledged in this truth, 10 toes down, what's going to happen eventually? Go ahead.
Your wife would end up coming into the truth.
Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Because guess what? She know that you a good man, right? She understands that, you know, if she leave you or go mess with another man, this man could be a down low homosexual. He can have AIDS. I'm just naming some things that could be a con on messing with another man. She understands these things. She know she don't want to take on the culture of what he believes, but she know it ain't nothing. She know he a good man. That's why she don't want to leave, because she see him being righteous. So she, even though she don't believe what he believes, she see him how he moves. She like, dang man, he moving like flawlessly. He keeping his doing what he doing what he supposed to do. I don't believe what he believe in, but it's just something about, like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't find nothing wrong with him, so I can't leave him. Guess what? Eventually, she gonna come into the truth, because she gonna see it's just, she gonna submit. She just gonna say, you know what, I give up. Just, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting my 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's supposed, like, you're gonna be sanctified, because guess what he gonna do? Every day he gonna come home with precepts. He gonna be cutting her. He gonna be cutting her so bad, it's gonna be like a white kid going through depression. You know what I'm saying? That's how many cuts he gonna be giving up. And she gonna eventually say, you know what? Okay, I can't find no flaws in what you're saying. I can't prove you wrong. We do this every day. I've been with you for 5 years. I can't find no fault in what you're saying. I'm just being stubborn. You know what? I'm just gonna go and come into the truth. You see what I'm saying? That's how she gonna be sanctified by the husband, and vice versa. The husband gonna come into the truth too, because he see how his woman moving. He see she being righteous. She ain't out there being a whore. She ain't out there she ain't looking at another man. She being a good sister in the truth. She taking care of the brotherhood. She taking care of the sisterhood. She's in class faithfully. You know what I'm saying? She ain't coming home arguing with you, or not trying to argue with you, even though you may be at home trying to be at her throat because she in this truth. She ain't gonna do that. She gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. She gonna do what she supposed to do righteously as a woman. She still gonna obey her husband, even if he ain't in the truth. The woman still gotta obey her husband. Period. It don't say if he's in the truth, wives obey your husband. No, that ain't what it say. Wives obey your husband. Period. Now, there's just certain things. Obviously, if you're doing some complete wickedness and you trying to get her to do that, of course she gonna seek counsel from the righteous priests and prophets of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you gotta expect that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, and vice versa. But other than that, she's still to respect you, because I'm pretty sure that's gonna be part of that counsel. If it's not nothing wicked, and if he tell you to do something, he tell you to go wash some dishes, ain't nothing wicked about that. I don't give a damn if he in the truth or not. Ain't nothing wicked, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wicked about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Get your ass in there and do them damn dishes. You know what I'm saying? Period. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, that's what we gotta understand. Now, give me Romans 14 and 13. Go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 14, verse 13. Let us not therefore judge one another anymore, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way.
Nobody do what?
Put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way.
So you got a brother, he trying to do right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both coming into the truth, but guess what? You a little weaker than him. y'all both say, okay, you know what, you know, and it's true, man. The Bible is against smoking. We can't smoke this weed, man. This herb ain't been put on the ground for us to put fire to it and smoke it. These herbs are for healing, man. These herbs are for nutrients. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no illness, man. I just want to smoke this stuff to get high. But guess what? Now you got the brother over here. He's stronger. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I don't need to smoke that stuff. But you a little weak. You just coming to the truth now. But guess what? You're not supposed to be a stumbling block to that man. You're not supposed to go around this man smelling like a pound. You're not supposed to be going around this man with the blunting, like, man, hey, look, I'm coming to class next week, but this is my last one. I'm just trying to, you want to hit this? Like, you're not supposed to be a stumbling block for your brother. You know what I'm saying? That's why another thing is, that's why it's important to go to he and he alone. Because guess what? Even you coming to another brother about another brother with an issue and, you know, being like a female venting, being like a little girl, you know what I'm saying? You can cause strife between this brother and that brother, and they ain't even got no issue with each other. You the one that got the issue, and you coming to this brother telling him about that brother. That's some female stuff. Now you didn't cause strife between these two brothers. You know what I'm saying? You became a stumbling block for both of them now. Like, cause now he feeling like, dang, he did that, huh? And cause the one you talking to, you know, like, you know, brother, some brothers gonna be a little closer. You know, ain't no equality in Israel. You gonna have some brothers you gonna click with a little more than other brothers. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no respect of persons. So therefore, your brother might listen to you and be like, dang, he said that. Dang, man, you doing it like that? Man, I can't fuck with him. He doing that. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? I can't mess with him. He doing stuff like that. So now you done put it in this brother mind. He can't even, like, don't even know the situation. It could have been a total misunderstanding. A total misunderstanding. Guess what? Eventually, you going to go to that brother in Matthew 18:15, while the brother you done told that stuff to still got it on his mind, like, nah, you iffy. I'm going to stay away from him. Oh, meanwhile, you and the other brother, y'all cool now. Y'all done, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done forgave each other. Like, that's why you don't do that's putting a stumbling block. Now that brother that you done told, he might be weak. He might not be, you know what I'm saying? He might be a trooper. He might say, you know what, man, there's too much stuff going on there. I can't, all this stuff going on. You telling me about him and he got a problem, man. I just can't do it no more. I'm done with this. I gotta pay the tithe, I gotta pay camp funds, I gotta do it. On top of all that, I gotta do this. I gotta stand in camp hold posts all day. I can't do it, man. You talking to me in my ear about this and that, like, I just can't do it. You done became a stumbling block for this man. His whole world done came crumbling down, all off of one incident. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's how it is. I mean, I'm telling you right now, man, this walk ain't easy. This walk is not easy, man. And if you feel like it's easy, that means you ain't walking in it right. If it's easy for you, you ain't doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be hard. Like, because I know I'm doing everything right, and it's hard. You got to endure to the end. That's what the scriptures say. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would they even say that if it's supposed to be easy? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Knowing you're an Israelite, that's the easy part. Doing the work is the hard part. That's why we don't do this for fun. Now, we enjoy doing what we're doing because we love our people. But this is our duty. I don't get up here in class because I just want to be seen on camera. I don't go and teach at camp just because I want my voice to be heard. I hear my voice enough. I see myself enough. I don't even like to look at myself on the videos. Really, being honest. But I know it ain't about me. It's about if I can reach one brother to come into the truth, I've done my job. I feel. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about. Just reaching one brother. That's why each brother that teach got their own way, their own style. They can reach out to them. You know, what's the scripture that say how we like we're gonna be like wolves and sheep together? Not wolves and sheep, like what is it, like lions and sheep or something? I'm paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just go into it, but that's how we are as Israel. Not everybody gonna be like a lion. Not everybody gonna be like a sheep. You're gonna have some that's kind of chill, laid back. You got some that's like, what's up with action? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a balance. What one brother can't do, the other brother supposed to pick up the slack. That's brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this truth is about. So at the end of the day, man, we got to understand, you know, you can't be a stumbling block for your brother, man. You got to be all the way with it. You can't, no such thing as lukewarm. It's a more on that. Give me 1 Corinthians 5 and 10.
Brother, This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 10. Yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world.
Hold on, it say yet not altogether. Meaning, you're not supposed to be trying to hang out. Read it again.
Verse 10. Yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world.
It say with the fornicators of this world. What you think that's talking about? You think that's talking about unlawful sex? What y'all think that's talking about? I'm really almost giving away the answer. Go ahead.
Like gay people and
Nah. Ron, you want to give it a shot? Nah, this ain't got nothing to do with
Sinners.
Say that again.
Sinners.
Raise your hand next time, but give him a hand.
Yeah.
It ain't talking about fornicators like this. Different when the Bible talk about fornicators, it ain't always talking about unlawful sex. I really gave it to y'all before I asked for y'all to give me the answer. It's talking about read that again.
Verse 10. Yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world.
Yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world. Meaning, stop trying to hang out with these people. You see, if they that's the weed crowd smoking, that's the weed smoking crowd over there. You in this truth, they in this world. Don't go over there. I don't care if you know them or not. I don't care if it's some of your brother or your family member over there. I don't care if it's people you grew up with. If that's the weed smoking crowd and you know the Bible is against smoking weed, then why go over there? Don't hang out with them. If you got somebody that, you deal with in the world, if they out there just doing wickedness, if they out here, I'm hitting the lick today, why you gonna hang with them? Even before I came into the truth, when I was like somewhat in the knowledge, I still kind of separated myself from that type of stuff. You still want to go out there and rob and shit? No, I ain't gonna. I'm good, man. Y'all go do y'all thing. You want to go out there and sell dope, man? Just let me hit me get off this little. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm just gonna go to the highs, man. Go feed the family. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing. Hey, hit you up on the phone. Hey, what you got going on, bro? Yo, nothing much, man. Just trying to make it. Just taking care of the family, maintaining. Hey, man, you ain't gonna be coming to the. Nah, I'm chilling tonight. I'm good. That's how you gotta be, man. And it's not easy because these are the same, dudes that you didn't, may have done some real stuff with. You just gotta be like, nah, and they're gonna look at you crazy. Cause me, I was gang banging and all that in the world. Grew up in this stuff. So I know these same brothers that's looking at me, I know they're expecting me to be on that gang stuff. But now I'm like, I'm banging for the Most High now. So it's like, it's different now when I see him. It's like they kind of feel my vibe. They see what I'm on, but they still ain't really understanding why I ain't trying to, do those handshakes and do all these signs and stuff no more. They don't really understand it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to understand it. So what is it best to do? It's best to just separate yourself. Now, that don't mean like you can't go back to the hood and try to talk to these. You know what I'm saying? These still your people at the end of the day, but separate yourself from that sin. Separate yourself from those sinners. Like when they say separate, just like when we say separate from the white man, we're not saying you can't do business dealings with him. We're not saying that your job, if your boss is white, you can't, he gonna give you a directive, you just gonna stand there and look at him, not gonna say nothing to him? Like you at work. Like y'all, like people are so dumb, they think when we say separate, that means you can't talk to no white person or no other nation. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Separate spiritually. And separate physically too. But what I mean separate physically meaning after work, that's it. All right, Billy Bob, I'm gone. And I ain't never talking to a white person outside of work. Like you ain't gonna never catch me talking to no white boy. You ain't gonna never catch me talking. The only time I might talk to a Chinese person, and I really done separated from that. Like I go to Timmy Chan or something. I don't even really eat that no more because I don't even know if everything is just lawful. Like, it hurt. Like look, Timmy Chan was like one of my favorite spots. But it's like I can't trust Moab. You can't trust them. I mean, they can tell you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss that chicken. I'm gonna miss that sweet and sour, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I go get me a burger. I know it's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to Jack in the Box. I'm to Wab. So that's what we got. That's what we mean by separate. Not like, oh, you just ain't got to have them. Because the Bible tells us how to deal business with them. It tell you that. Because think about it. You in their kingdom. You think when we was in Egypt, we couldn't deal with the Egyptians in no kind of way? We were in their captivity. We had to answer to them. We were working for them. So it's no different from now in this captivity. We deal with the white man in his captivity. So if we got to do business with him, we got to do business with him. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But separate from it meaning don't be worshiping Christmas because that's their customs. Don't be worshiping Thanksgiving. That's their. Why would you want to worship a custom that been killed off millions of your people? They celebrating the slaughter of millions, tens of millions of your people. You understand what I'm saying? Why would you want to even celebrate that? Why would you want to celebrate when you was Independence Day? Why would you want in 1776 you was on a plantation, getting your back beat, picking cotton? Like, why would you even want to celebrate the 4th of July? It's stupid. It ain't got nothing to do with your independence.
Right.
Like, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Your independence is coming into this I.S.U.P.K.
Yeah, right.
That's your independence. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming to the I.S.U.P.K. and commanding you and YAHANNA. That's what you need to be celebrating and celebrate every single high holy day that we celebrate. That's what you do. You want independence. You want to, like, we still have fun. I don't know what y'all like in the world. Y'all wilding. Y'all missing out. Because guess what? While you in the world, you only see your family once or twice a year on these special occasions. Guess what? We see each other almost every day. Almost every day. We got cookouts. We got all type of, like, all year long we got events. We have fun in I.S.U.P.K. The Bible says, keep these laws, and these laws are not grievous. Meaning they ain't hard to do. It shouldn't be a strife on you to keep these laws. So, we how we do. We Israel. We gonna do it big. And we're gonna make sure we keep these laws, and we're gonna understand this serious, but at the same time, we family. We a real family. Like what Christ said about give me what Christ was talking with his mom, his mother, and his brother was trying to talk to him, desiring to speak with him. And he said, who is my mother? Who is my brother? Give me that real quick. Is the feed up? Everybody, we Tawab on the feed? Okay, no sweat. I don't even see if we got any questions on anything. So, like, if anybody had questions, man, y'all probably just gonna have to ask them on a different class. So, like, I ain't get to y'all. But yeah, man, we at the end of the day, we don't just get together a couple of days, man. Our high holy days, we be live. You understand what I'm saying? And it's biblical. It's the law. You have to keep the law. This is in Leviticus. What is Leviticus? It is in the Torah. It is the law, man, to keep these days. But guess what? It ain't the law to do. To go celebrate Christmas. To give a gift to a tree. Really, you really sacrificing. Like that Christmas tree is a representation of a pagan god, and you sacrificing presents, you worshiping this god by giving him presents and stuff. And if you celebrate your birthday, you even worse, because guess what? Everybody worshiping you. Everybody, it's my birthday. What you gonna give me? It's all about you. You on your birthday. That is the most. Like, did y'all know that's the highest holiday or holy day to the satanic religion? It's the highest of holidays in the satanic religion. Your birthday. The one that, like Job said, I suffer ones, he say the dead ones, he say, the day you die, I'm paraphrasing, the day you die is way better than the day you born. Like, you out here celebrating the day you born. Job was going through it at this time. He was like, man, I'd rather celebrate the way when I die. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that just go to show you, like, it's not about, like, you're born. First of all, your birthday was way back in 19 whatever. Like, you want to keep celebrating every year? Like, I mean, what is that? Where did it even come from? That is that's like self-worship. And you're getting other people to worship you. The Most High make it clear. He say, for I am a jealous God. He made that very clear. What's that like the first, like, let me go to that real quick. Hold what you got. Let me go to that real quick, because that's like one of the first two or three commandments. The 10 Commandments when the Most High was speaking to the people. He's a jealous God. Thou shalt not have any, if it's not the first one. Yeah, it's the first one. Number one. That's how the Most High feel about that. And you want to celebrate yourself. You are worshiping yourself, and other people are worshiping you as a God. And it says in Exodus chapter 20, verse 2, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. There shall have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above or that is in the earth beneath. What is that Christmas tree? That is a graven image. That so-called crucifix that you got around your neck, that's a graven image. Why would you celebrate? Who does that? When your partner die in the street, are you gonna get a gun? If he gets shot in the street, are you gonna get a cop holding a gun on the t-shirt and wear that and shooting your partner how he got shot every day saying, yeah, RIP such and such? It's making a mockery of your partner. Like that's how Christ feel. You want this our king. And you walking around with first of all, a perpetrator. Like, I mean, it's like a double whammy. You first of all, you mocking how I got killed. And not only, it ain't even me. You know what I'm saying? It's like a representation of me, and it's a white boy. A gay white boy at that. Like, I mean, it's just all around wicked in every which way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just mockery, man. You think Christ is happy with that? That's why when he come back, it say he gonna have a vesture dipped in blood. He is angered, like y'all don't like. I'm telling you, y'all think Christ is this weak white boy like Michael Jackson voice. Man, Christ gonna come back. He gonna be chopping heads off. Right. When you see him, he already gonna have a vesture dipped in blood. He already gonna be at the action. He gonna be already at somebody's throat. Like y'all, man, stop playing with our king, man. Stop playing with the Most High. This is serious business. I know y'all see what's going on in the world. That ain't how you supposed to represent like this nation. That's not how you supposed to celebrate, you know what I'm saying, the things that we done. Now we have days where we celebrate the slaughter of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? We have days where we worship our God. You come to class and you find out, man. Give me what you got, Ron.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 48. Mm-hmm. But he answered and said unto them that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren?
So for those that is struggling with family members in the world that, they just in your ear all the time trying to get you to do things how they want you to do things instead of doing things righteous. What you post, this is what you tell them. Go ahead. What? Read that again.
But he answered and said unto them.
Go to the verse above though, because we need some context on the situation.
Verse 47. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without.
So now this is Christ. Christ had camp just like we got camp. He out speaking to the people just like we are speaking to the people. So Christ's mother and his brother was standing nearby, desiring to holler at him. He talking. He doing his thing. They over there like, raising. They over there trying to get his attention. And he telling whoever came to him saying that your mother and your brother over there trying to talk to you. He focused on what he doing. If you notice how we do it at camp, we ain't worried about all the extra stuff going on. We gonna say what we gotta say. And if we might address somebody that's got a question or something, but they're gonna wait till we finish what we doing or what we talking about. So this is no different from Christ. They come interrupting Christ. Christ bringing out something heavy, like he always did. You know what I'm saying? And they over there, hey, your mom and your brother over there trying to holler at you. What did Christ say?
But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren?
So he bringing out a heavy point. He like, man, what? Huh? Who is my mother and who is my brothers? You see what I'm out here doing? You see what we holding posts and stuff, man. Go on with that nonsense. Who is my mother and who is my brother? Go ahead.
Verse 49. And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren.
So he talking, he just like no different from us. When we on the podium, we like, this is come back into the eyes, come into the I.S.U.P.K under command of Junior YAHANNA and be like these men behind me, holding posts and all black. It's no different from what Christ was saying. He like, look, behold, who are my mothers and who are my brothers? He reached out his hand. He, you know what I'm saying? He got it. He got the mic in his hand. Well, he ain't no mic, so like, he ain't need no mic. You know what I'm saying? We got the mic, but he reaching out his hand saying, behold, my mother and my brothers. But those who do the will of my Father that is in heaven, the same as my mothers and my brothers. So meaning this show don't stop for no so-called biological family. This show don't stop. I gotta do what my Father will is in heaven. And those who do that with me, those are my brothers and sisters. Those are who I die for. Those are who I kill for. I risk it all for. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, is that y'all gonna say, well, nah, Habana said you can't, you don't protect your mama. Don't protect your sister because they ain't your sister, because she ain't. You think, come on now, if you walking with your sister and somebody run up on your sister, you'll be a bitch not to protect your sister. Come on now. I'm not saying that, but who come first? What come first? This truth or your family in the world? This truth is my only wife. You understand what I'm saying? If I could get somebody to plug up this computer, Rom. I don't know. It's finna go dead. This truth is my only wife, meaning I'm loyal to this truth. So that come first. You know what I'm saying? You want that type of treatment? You want me to be like drop all things to come protect you? Get in the truth. Do what I do, because guess what? Why would I risk it all for somebody who's not gonna, like, at the end of the day, you're not following these laws, statutes, commandments, meaning you don't love me. First of all, because you don't love the Lord. The Bible says these are the two greatest commandments. For one, love the Lord with all his mind, heart, and his soul. And then love your neighbor like you love yourself. If you're not doing those things are likened unto each other. They're one. Those are the two greatest commandments, but one is likened unto the other. So if you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that means you don't love the Most High. That means you don't love me. So I'm not going to put you first. It's just that simple. If I'm going to lose my life, I'd rather lose my life for somebody who's fighting for me and lose their life for me. And the only way I know you'll do that for sure is if you're keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is practical knowledge. It's not hard. Does that mean I don't love my family? Of course I love them, because I be trying to get them in the truth. Some, like Captain Cesario, he just tell you don't even, you know what I'm saying? Just don't even bring it up around him. Like, I still, I have a little bit of mercy left. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a 500. So I'm still going around, still like, man, look, y'all need to read the Bible, come to class. Cap, by the time, hey, a year from now, I don't know, I might not have no more tolerance. I might just go around and be like, hey, man, how y'all doing? All right, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't even give them a chance to even bring nothing up. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I still got a little mercy left. I think there's a chance. I might be able to. Now, my mama, I think my mama out of there. I think mama's a super Christian. I don't think, it just may not be no hope. But, at the end of the day, I love my people, man, regardless. So I'm going to go out there and try to bring this truth out regardless. You know what I'm saying? But give me, yeah, so, whoever's doing the will of your Father, our Father in heaven, that's our people, man. Stop trying to, it shouldn't even be a question. Like, when they ask you the question, who you going to choose? You going to choose me over them? You going to choose them over me? I mean, it shouldn't even, in your mind, yeah, it shouldn't even be no question. So that means that's them asking you, you going to choose me over salvation. You're going to choose me over being the least in the kingdom, or being a great in the kingdom. Like, what you want? I don't want to be least in the kingdom. Like, I can't stress this enough. Every time I think about it, I always say something about it, because I'm already the least in this kingdom. I'm in the white man kingdom. I'm the least. You think I'd be damned if all my brothers living it up in the kingdom, in our kingdom. That's when we can really live our best life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we living our best life. I'm on the corner, a bum. I'm asking for scraps. Now, mind you, the scraps might not be that bad, but the point is, I'm not living it up like them. I ain't got no slaves. I ain't got no mansion. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all the scraps of what they got. I'm getting the spare diamonds and the spare gold. Like, nah, man, that's gonna be like living like a bum. You see the white man on the corner, you know, with the sign up. Every time I see him, I say Most High in Christ too. Sometimes I roll down the window. They be like, you gotta take Most High in Christ and take off. You know, I'd be so happy to see it, you know what I'm saying? Because they in their kingdom, but guess what? That white bum on the corner is greater than, in their eyes, is greater than the richest black man in America. The richest black man in America, they'll compare it to a dog. And that brother, that to them, that's their brother. Like, I ain't saying he our brother. He a devil. But to them, they're gonna be like, that's our brother. And he's more greater than that nigger. That's how they feel about you. A bum on the side of the road. And guess what? We're gonna feel the same way though. Because when we're in our kingdom, go ahead.
If I could, you remember the story about it was it turned out to be a scam because the white man is the devil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
White woman, man, and child.
Right.
It was a white
and a
woman
homosexual and a bitch.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It was a white woman and she had found a bum on the side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And she had put a Facebook out, a Cash App or whatever that she had put out. Ended up winning this white bum like $200-some thousand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why you go on the street, you see black bums all around, you know what I'm saying? For one, you ain't gonna have no white people come over here and try to lift these brothers up, lift these brothers up, you know what I'm saying? They gonna lift up their own people. And as soon as they own people see them on the internet crying out for help, they gonna push their own people. That's the same way we gotta be with our people.
Damn right. Give them a hand. Damn right. I don't want to say it. Hey, and you know what? And you can't blame them for doing that. Because like you said, that's their people. That's their brother. Like, it don't matter how bad you still, at the end of the day, if it came down to us versus them, they gonna choose them and we should choose us. It's that simple. It ain't got nothing to do with, it's all about, every white man ain't bad. Like, that type of coonery, it disgusts me. When they come out, like, I ain't got time to be trying to, like, figure out what white boy is bad and which one not. I'm just gonna not mess with none of them. Right. Like, let them just be with their people. Let them take care of their people. I'm gonna look out for my people. I'm gonna love my people. And that's how it is. We just let the chips fall where they may. I take my chances with my people because I know we the salt of the earth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we the Lord chose us to be a special people, not them. So why would I even want to be on their side? I'm gonna choose Steve Kerr over Jordan. It don't even make sense. It don't make sense at all. Like, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like trying to choose Kyle Korver over LeBron James. It don't make sense. So we gotta be for our people. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It's about loving each other, being there for each other, not worrying about the other nations, man. We've already given enough love to the other nations, and that just shows our compassion as a people. You know what I'm saying? That just shows our compassion, but it's time to have some compassion for your own now. Right. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I feel you got some compassion, brother. I ain't coming to I.S.U.P.K and pay your tithes. Show your compassion, you know what I'm saying, in the truth. Like, let's see, like, you got that compassion, brother. I see your ambition. Get in class. Get in that all black. Hold post like a man. You understand what I'm saying? Take an order. Let's see if you can take an order. Let's see where your compassion is. Let's see if you can endure. And that brings me back to the topic about standing strong on this truth, not letting nobody steer you off. Don't be a stumbling block for nobody, but also don't be weak and let nobody be a stumbling block for you either. This is gonna bring me to my closing story. Give me Matthew 25. It's a very heavy chapter because it represents two things. I love to bring it out. You know what I'm saying? I usually bring it out for the other purpose than what I'm bringing it out for now. But I'm gonna use it for what I need to use it for now. Now, if anybody know about this, this is when Christ likened the kingdom unto 10 virgins. You understand what I'm saying? Now, who familiar with this story? Who familiar with this chapter? Salaki. I'm gonna say chapter, not story. Anybody in here? I know you are, Officer Shabbat. Nobody else is familiar with the story of the 10 virgins? All right, well, let's read it then. We're gonna get into it. Start from verse 1.
This is the book of Matthew.
No sweat. If it ain't working, just speak loud.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins.
Now, This is Christ speaking, by the way. I had to make that very loud and clear because a lot of people don't understand. Like, I don't want to even give away the answer. Okay. When it says the kingdom is likened unto 10 virgins, what is this talking about? Go ahead, Officer Chapat. I know you. Just when it says this is likened unto 10 virgins, the kingdom is likened unto 10 virgins. Give me the parable is speaking about two things metaphorically. One is actually more direct than metaphorical, but what is the metaphorical topic that it's talking about when it says the kingdom is likened unto 10 virgins? The thing that women hate the most, the multiple wives. You understand what I'm saying? This is Christ. For those women out there that love to say, oh, that was all Old Testament. That's how they lived back then. Well, Christ brought it out too. You know what I'm saying? For you Christians out there that follow Christ and follow Paul, Christ believed he teach the same thing from the Old Testament. He even tell you this. He would tell you that I speak from the same thing that Moses taught, and yet you hate me. He say this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing new, but I'm just reiterating it, that Christ actually spoke about multiple wives. Now, the topic that the more direct topic that he's talking about in this parable is you getting yourself prepared for this, for when he come back, when he returns, you being prepared. The only way you're going to be prepared is if you keep these laws, statutes, commandments, but we're going to get into it. Keep reading.
God, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
So it said, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, meaning this is how you get into the kingdom of heaven. When you fighting to get, like, this is what we're doing every day. Every day, putting in this work, enduring in this truth. We are fighting to get to the kingdom of heaven. We are enduring through this captivity that we are going through for when Christ return and all this stuff go down, and then we will make it to the kingdom of heaven. This is what we're waiting on, because it's going to be here on earth. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we're fighting for. But this is what he's bringing out, this is what it's going to be like. And you're going to have to be ready. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish.
Don't be one of the 5 foolish ones. Be one of the 5 wise ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what's at stake, you know that the kingdom is at hand, because this is what we teach, because they taught it. We teach what they taught. If the kingdom is at hand and you know it's at stake, why be foolish? Why be unprepared? Why allow that stumbling block to get in your way? Why let that demon in your home stop you from making it to this kingdom? Keep reading.
Verse 3. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them.
They took those lamps and they didn't take no oil. Guess what? They just went head first. They wasn't prepared for nothing. They was like, you know what? We just in this thing. We just gonna play it by ear. You brought me into this truth. All right, no sweat. I'm a listen to it. I'm gonna see what's going on. I hear you. I'll come to class a couple times. I'll hear what the brother's saying. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Verse 4. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps.
The wise ones, they contacted that officer and they said, I'm ready to start my 90 days. Right. While you just sitting in class trying to just hear it out and see if you want to join, those wise ones, they made their election sure. I want to start my 90 days now. Go ahead and sign me up. I'm coming to camp. I'm doing what I'm in class. I'm answering questions. I'm at camp. I'm doing this. Boom. I'm a trooper now. Or I'm a sister in the school now. I got my name now. Those foolish ones still at home watching YouTube. Well, it's a couple of other YouTube, it's a couple of other Israelite camps I listen to. I hear you, the I.S.U.P.K. Yeah, they speaking some real stuff, but I also listen to Sakari and what's those rapists' name again? Oh yeah, GMS. These are the foolish ones. I'm telling you the difference between the wise and the foolish ones. The wise already on their 90 days, already got their name. They troopers. They sisters in the school already. They already got their names. The foolish ones, still at home, ain't made the call, still on the couch. You ain't doing nothing. Time is passing you by. You ain't got nothing to do. You just at home, just sitting on the couch. You being foolish. Keep going.
Verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept.
While the bridegroom, when that sky crack open, it's gonna be like a what? Raise your hand. When Christ returns, it's gonna be like what? Nobody? Go ahead, sir. But it's gonna be like what? Like it says, what it said again? Read it again.
While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept.
They all slumbered and slept. Christ is gonna come like a, go ahead. Damn right. You understand what I'm saying? When that sky crack open, it's gonna be like a thief in the night. No one, not even the angels or Christ himself, know the day nor the hour. It's just gonna be the Most High gonna be like, oh, it's time. He gonna say, count on the one gun. You know, he can, you know, he ready to drink anyway. You know, Christ. You know, yeah, he already got the sword out, you know what I'm saying? He got the vesture on, he ready to go. Like as the prophet spoke of him. You like he ready, you know what I'm saying? He like Christ probably got his hand on the sword right now. He probably sleep with his hand on it. He don't even sleep, Salakia. But he probably got his hand on the sword just waiting. You ready? He probably bugging the Most High. Salakia, sir. You sure? I mean, I'm ready. Just let me know. You're right, yeah, today, man. Hey, what that count at? We at 100 and what? How many dollars? Oh, okay. Dang, not yet? All right, no sweat. Count on concert. He just waiting on the car. He just waiting on the time. He don't even know. You know? So it's gonna be like a thief in the night. Keep going.
Verse 6. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom coming. Go ye out to meet him.
That sky gonna crack open. And that's that cry coming out. You ready? You go out and meet him. It's time. It's game time, right? When you living your best life and you being wicked, and that sky crack open, and then you know you've been sinning. I mean, it's gonna be pandemonium in your pants. You're gonna be all over the place with it. So like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna know what to do. You just gonna lose all control of your bowels. You know what I'm saying? So like, you ain't gonna know what to do. But guess what? That's because you one of the foolish ones. But one of the wise ones, they got that oil in their lamp. What they gonna be saying? What the wise ones gonna be saying when in that midnight when that cry come out? Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah Kwam Yashala. You understand? Kwam Yashala. That's what the wise one's gonna be saying. The foolish one's gonna be shit like they ain't gonna know what to do. They're gonna be like seeing everything unfolding, like, damn, they're gonna be a million thoughts gonna be running through their head, like, damn, man, I just needed one more day. I was gonna come into the truth, now it's too late. Keep going.
Verse 7. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
Those foolish ones, they're gonna be coming to you. You've been on them corners teaching. You've been like, they're gonna be coming to the I.S.U.P.K. They're gonna be like, man, y'all was just telling us about, man, like what y'all was saying about that again. Man, how you do the 90 days? Come on, man, I'm just bleed real quick. I know he coming for us. I need to, you know, how to start this 90 days, man. That's what they're gonna be saying. Keep going.
Verse 9. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves.
We're gonna say, hey man, we tried to tell you. We tried to tell you. We was out here crying aloud. Every week, we out here, and y'all just walked right by us, called us the Power Rangers, said this, said that, said we was in a cult, Said, no, now it's too late now. No sweat. We finna be them Power Rangers. Kwame Yashala. Like, I ain't even trying to hear them. They come talking to me. I'm just Kwame Yashala right in their face. Kwame Yashala. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, please, how you, what I need to do, what can I do? Kwame Yashala. I don't know what else to say to you. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 10. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came.
Mm-hmm.
And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage. And the door was shut.
The ones that were wise, man, in the I.S.U.P.K, in the truth, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, guess what? We going on them chariots. Them chariots coming. We going on them chariots. And the ones that were foolish, they're going to see us getting carried up. And I say us, but, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just going to say those who are wise, who keep these laws, you know what I'm saying? They're going to get carried up in this chariot, and the foolish one is going to be watching them get carried up, and the door going to get shut on them, and that chariot going to take off. It's going to be gone. And they're just going to be like, dang, we missed our chance. It's going to be too late. Keep going.
Verse 11. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us.
These same people that mock us, that talk about Christ, said, oh, no, ain't no such thing as Christ. It's just Old Testament. You know, ain't no such thing. Y'all believe in it. So you really, like those Pan-Africanists and kind of so-called countries, you really believe the sky gonna crack open? You really believe that? So a man just gonna come out the sky and rescue, you know, come save y'all. You believe that? Okay, no sweat. This is what them same people that was saying that stuff, these same people that want to be wicked, these same people telling you in the cult, these same people that's out here being fornicators, these same people out here trying to drag you out the truth, your same family member at home with you telling you that don't want to listen to you when you trying to talk to them, they're going to be saying, Lord, Lord. They're going to be calling out to Christ, Lord, Lord. And what's going to happen? He's going to say, open to us, Lord, Lord, open to us. Because they can't talk to you no more, because guess what? You already told them, I'm gone. Chunk the deuce, you know what I'm saying? I'm chunking up the deuce and giving niggas dab. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gone. And they're going to be like, Lord, Lord, open to us. What? Keep going.
Verse 12. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not.
It's like, verily I say unto you, I know you not. You have all the opportunity in the world to listen to these priests and prophets, to listen to this sister coming into school, coming into the class. She gave you an open invitation to come to class. Just come to class, sis. Just one day, just hear them out. You was like, no, they're in the coat. I don't want to deal with that. I want to eat my pork. All that pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, all of that is worth it, right? But then when that time come, when the bridegroom come, and you're gonna be like one of them foolish virgins that don't have enough oil in your lamps, because guess what? You done wasted all your money on that crawfish boil. You done wasted all your money on that crawfish boil. You ain't got no oil in your lamps. You done. The only oil you got is the grease on your fingers from eating that crawfish. You out of there. And guess what? It says, but he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not. Man, I don't know you. Who you is? You trying to come in? We don't know you. You had an opportunity. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like these Christians like to say, oh, we under grace. But the scriptures clearly say, like, I know you know that scripture. Get the one that say, what grace may abound? When it say, God forbid, get that for me real quick. These Christians love to say, we under grace, we under grace. Well, guess what? Grace means just that. You have a certain period of time to do what you need to do, and that's it. You got to say, like, usually when it's dealing with grace, you're dealing with, payments, things that do, bills. So you hit the grace period, you got about 7 days before, after they auto draft your card and there's $0 on it, because I know when they auto draft mine, that's what it be. It's zero. You know what I'm saying? Camp funds, that's it. After camp funds, I'm just playing it by ear at that point. So they auto draft. I get a grace period every month. Get about 5 to 7 days before I got to make that payment. And guess what? If you don't make that payment, that's it. Your grace period is over. So if you don't come into this truth during this time frame that we trying to talk to you while we still here until heaven and earth pass, until that sky crack open, because we don't know the day or the hour. That's why we out here going for. That's why we going hard like we don't like we are. Because we don't know when it's gonna happen. We trying to wake up our people. That's what we trying to do. But we the Power Rangers. Oh, but we this and we that. We a cult. We trying to wake your fool butt up. We trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like we trying to get you to come into the truth. And we ain't gonna stop just because you call us that, because we doing what we supposed to do. But if it was up to me to see, the Lord got mercy. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got mercy to that's why, and Commander Junior Hunter got mercy for us to be out here doing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Because like we on the ground, boots on the ground, we out here like, you know what? We see these same people every week. They don't want to listen, man. I'll be fed up. You know what? You ain't gonna come into the truth. I'm tired of talking to you. But Commander Junior Hunter got mercy, just like the Lord has mercy, man. And so guess what? No matter how I feel about it, I'm still gonna go out there and see that same person. Because one day, maybe 1 week before the sky crack open, before that day come, before the bridegroom come, that one person might say, you know what? I've been out here arguing with y'all for 10 years, and y'all finally got to me, man. I'm gonna go on here and start my 90 days. And then boom, what happened? Christ come back right there. That person good. You got in there. I mean, you right before the grace period ended. You slid in there. You got in there. You just woo by the hair, what they say, the skin of your teeth or something. You know what I'm saying? You barely made it. Like what old girl say, I can see barely. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you made it barely, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what it gotta be. It's okay, because guess what? That person that barely make it is gonna be somebody in the kingdom. Is gonna have something in the kingdom. Right. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, the people that, even if they don't necessarily come into the truth, the ones that help out the UPK, the do the, you know what I'm saying, stuff on the back, in the background, you know, doing this, doing that, donating, and you know, helping these priests and prophets out. Like they might have more in the kingdom than you if you just playing out, just saying, you know, I don't want to listen to them. They just, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't helping. You ain't paying no tithes. You ain't sending no donations. You ain't out here trying to help clothe our people, feed up. You ain't doing nothing. You just on the internet, just typing, Twitter fingers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the people that stay in the background, that they may not want to come fully in the truth, but at least they doing something to help these priests and prophets, they're gonna have more than you in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense. Why put off what you can do? You sitting at home right now, watch your class, right? You ain't made the call. We know you ain't made the call because I would know your name. You ain't made the call. I don't know you. You ain't called. I was a YAHANNA. Introduced yourself. You sitting at home. You ain't doing nothing. I mean, life is passing you by. Christ is gonna come like a thief in the night. Go ahead and make the call. Do your 90 days, man. Get in this truth. Get in that all black. Sisters, get in class. Shed yourself in this world. Get your Hebrew name. Be a sister. Come cook for the cookout. Come help your sisters out. Brothers, come to camp. Be out here with your brothers, warring spiritually. Be out here, you know what I'm saying, putting it all on the line for your brothers, like a real man. It ain't no point of wasting time sitting on the couch. You collecting dust. You becoming a couch potato. You just sitting at home gaining weight. The couch got a dent in it. It's about halfway. It's on its last leg. You ain't got off the couch in a week. Go and make the call, man. You know what I'm saying? Pay your tithes to the men of the Lord, man. You know, everything that we say up here, it ain't nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of anything that's personal, go to www.etsy.com/justproducts.co and go get you some Just Laundry products, man. Right. Go get you some Just Laundry. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got some real good smelling stuff for all your laundry needs, all your cleaning needs. You know, everything that we say up here is nothing personal. It's Just Laundry. Right. Go www.etsy.com/justproducts.co. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business, man. Pay your tithes to the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You got those announcements? Live. We're gonna end it right there. Pay your tithes to the men of the Lord. Go to www.ISUPK.com. Click the donation link. Pay your tithes to the men of the Lord, man. We, Commander Junior YAHANNA, do a lot with that tithe money. That's the reason why we able to teach to you today in this building, because our tithes pay for this. You know what I'm saying? Like we have buildings, we have prison program. You got somebody in the prison program, you know what I'm saying? You contact the officer of your school, the head officer, you know what I'm saying? Getting to find out that information, man. We got food programs. We got, you know what I'm saying? We working on a shelter program out here in Houston where we'll be able to house our people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we do a lot of stuff with this money. This money gets put to use and out amongst our people in the black community. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So coming to the I.S.U.P.K, man, pay your tithes. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Trooper Ron for the security announcements.
We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for brother, new brother, and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular brother or sister, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, by Ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. It is not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Feast of Purim, the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, which is Monday, February 18th, and Tuesday, February 19th, 2019, out of the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start to wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And this concludes the security announcements.
All right, we're going to stand. We're going to face the east for the Lord's Prayer. I believe it's SAR. We're going to face the east. We're going to say it first in the Hebrew and then in the English. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Isupk. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Bashemayim. Nathan. Lanawa. Lakam. Kam. Yuwam. Wasalak now. Kawawak now. Kasalak now. Kawawak now. Wala'a. Tabaya Anawa. Banasayawan. Abba. Hawashaya now. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Waha Allah. Waha Dapa Ara. La I wa lamyam. Aman. In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forget our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever. So be it. All right. I'm going to turn to face the brothers, give a courteous salute. Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmadium, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yazamatah. We're gonna turn the face to sisters. Give courteous salute to the sisters. Amadim Shabbat. Amajim Barak. Yahweh Shemalatah by Shem Yahushua. Yazamatah. Class dismissed. Somebody no sweat.